It's a Sumo Show, the podcast that discusses everything that's going on in Japanese Grand Sumo. Whether you've been steeped in sumo lore since the Heisei era like me, Stan, or you're a dedicated fan who wants to get deeper into what's happening on and off the dohyo like our good friend Troy, or you're brand new to the world of sumo and just want to learn what it's all about. No matter how much you know about the sport, Sumo Show has something for you. So let's throw some purifying salt into the ring, do a few big Shiko foot stomps, and see what's new on this week's episode of the Sumo Show. So konnichiwa, everyone. And Okaidi, welcome back to my co-host, Troy.
Well, how do you do?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm
Howdy Puppy's now an every show thing, apparently.
Apparently. I'm traveling. I'm on the road. And so I'm my mic setup and all my tech stuff is a little weird. So if I sound strange, it's because I am strange.
Well, you sound strange anyway.
Right. Yeah. This will be like weird and strange.
Okay. Well, we'll try to deal with weird and strange, Troy.
Two great tastes. So
you got your weird in my strange.
Exactly. As I'm often want to do. I saw something I've been tracking as much as I'm able over train and over hill and over dale. But I'm hearing some good news about Hoshoryu.
Hoshoryu has looked great
like best that he's may have ever looked since.
This is the tournament we wanted him to have.
Fantastic.
I mean, we'll go over a quick day by day, but I mean, the short news is here at the end of day 8, he's still undefeated. He's the only one that's undefeated, and he's looking good.
That's exactly what we were hoping to hear. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't pick him for my team, so it wasn't exactly what I was hoping to hear, but it is what I was hoping for him.
Yes, certainly what I'm hoping for him. That of course I want, to be the top of the Fantasy Oyakata, but I'm also just super. I mean, there's a little bit of investment of anxiety from me. I say a little bit, and I mean a lot.
You've put a lot into the Hoshoryu bank.
Yeah.
This is, but like we said, he does this about once a year. So it's good to see him doing this. The hope is that he'll start doing it more than once a year.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
This has been the opening week that we want him to have.
Yeah. Exactly. Which is great. I love it.
Yep. He's had a couple of scares. He looked like he was going to lose today, and he managed to pull it out. I've been saying in my little write-ups, as he has this tendency to do worse at the beginning of the tournament than he does towards the end. He really even when he has a bad opening week, he tends to really ratchet it down and have a good, solid second week. So you want him to have a good first week, and then the probability is that he will have a good second week.
Yeah.
So I think I said on Thursday or so that if he got through the middle weekend with no losses, that I would consider him to be the prohibitive favorite for this to take the yusho now. Now that we've gotten here, I'm not sure I'm feeling so good about the prohibitive part of that, but yeah, he is certainly in the driver's seat. And is in control of his vehicle.
Speaking of being in control of your vehicle unexpectedly, do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Shodai.
Yeah. Shodai is suddenly that Shodai has shown up, and the good Shodai suddenly came. Like he woke up and decided he was going to come to this tournament.
Yeah.
He's
and it's
to believe it. He here at the end of day 8 is among our leaders. He's in second place.
Well, our next Ozeki, I guess.
Well, he's got to do that quite a few times in a row to get back up there. But
Yeah, it's so yeah. I mean, I did think that perhaps this would be the Basho where we would see him drop way down
Yeah.
into, but
Well, and
nope.
then when we go to the Fantasy Oyakata, I forget who it was. That someone
That's
picked him, and I
that's
I
right.
mocked them openly, which
Same. So
usually
did
is a
I.
good sign for whoever it is. If I mock you openly, then I'm going to be so wrong.
A very good point and very true to date. Anytime we've ever been, why are these people doing this thing? They've rocketed up the ranks, and
Yeah.
we're sat in their dust, going, why? What happened? Yeah,
How did they see that and we didn't?
yeah. Showed I, just something else.
Yeah. Yep. He looked. I mean, and today's match against Ura. Did you see his
I
match
did
against
it.
Ura?
I literally have 3 matches queued, and yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah. Well, he looked pretty good. He's looking pretty good. That's
Well,
that's the Shodai that managed to get 33 wins over 3 tournaments and become an Ozeki and then be a pain in our ass for a year and a half.
exactly. Well, Shodai does listen to the show, and so it makes sense that he would want to
Right.
spite
I
us.
think that yes, he heard us talking and he said, "Oh well, I'll show them.
Exactly.
I'll show those Sumo Show
Yeah, exactly. This will learn them.
guys." Oh my! Well, shall we dive in and just have a quick look at the
Yeah,
day
let's
by
do it.
day of what happened?
Yes.
Um, Great. Let's do that very thing. Come over here. And we're looking at the Torikumi on the official uh, app from the Sumo Association.
Of which you're a paid subscriber.
Yes, to which I am a paid subscriber, and um, I think it's a great. It was like what $6 a month, something like that. Totally worth it.
Nice. We love the
Um,
Sumo Association.
hmm,
I said we love the Sumo Association.
we do.
We do indeed.
All right, so here we go. On day 2, uh, Hoshoryu beat Takayasu. Takayasu's having a terrible tournament. He really
Yeah.
looks like his back is hurting him. He, I mean, we'll see as we go through here. He got a win today, and it was a nice move. But I was just watching the replay on how he made the move, and it seemed like it was as much to avoid twisting his back as anything else. The way that he finished off the move and made a throw. He didn't twist his hips and throw. He spun on on an axis. So yeah, um, Onosato beat Tamawashi. A couple of tournaments ago, when Onosato didn't have such a great tournament, I don't know, must have been one of the last few before he got the Yokozuna promotion. Um, and he lost a couple of matches in a row because people got a nodowa, the throat hold on him, which is one of the things that Tamawashi does very well. And in fact, Tamawashi was one of the people that did that to him.
Yeah.
And it seemed like everyone was now tried to do it to him for a while until he proved that, you know what, I've now developed a defense for that. If you do it well, you might still beat me, but it's no longer like a kryptonite for me. And Tamawashi in this match on day 2 got a nodowa on him, and Onosato managed to take it and break it and win the match. So
Take it and break it. I
take it
like
and
it.
break it. Kotozakura beat Hakuoho. We'll talk more about Hakuoho a little later. Abi has not won yet. Like
Abi.
Abi is just having a miserable tournament. Yeah, here we go. Wakataka Kage there. He lost on day 1, if you remember.
Yeah.
We're kind of worried about that because
Yeah.
he's going for an Ozeki promotion and he needs to get 11 wins, maybe 10 if he can beat a Yokozuna in the process. And losing on day 1 was not a good start. But he won on day 2. Kusano, who almost everyone voted for this time,
Yeah.
0-2. And as we will see as we go through, does not have a great week. All right, day 3. Onosato beat Abi, but then again, everyone's beating Abi.
Right.
Hoshoryu beat Hakuoho, but Hakuoho gave him a good run for it. Hakuoho was looking really good, and he's finally coming back from that all the streams of injuries. Although he hurt his bicep last time, but sat out, had a little procedure done on it, and is looking very strong. And then I guess I'll talk about it now. 2 days ago, in his win over Takayasu, he finished up and was holding his arm in this weird, my arm is really hurt position.
Oh.
And no one, I mean, they talked about it a little. No one was really talking about it, but it seemed clear that he hurt his arm. And word came down later that afternoon. There's reports coming out that he'd had to go and have it looked at. And they were talking about maybe an MRI. And
Oh boy.
I was surprised to see he came back today and fought again with that arm really taped up, like taped from the elbow to the shoulder, and he still didn't look like he was using it much. Kind of like last tournament, which is just terrible news. He was looking so good. Despite this start here, right? He was only 1-2 to start the tournament.
Yeah.
He, as we will see, gets it turned around a little. Hello, Dar Jr. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Glad to have you. Kirishima got off to a 3-0 start. Wakatakakage lost a second time. So he lost 2 of his first 3. And that put him in a position where if he's going to get those 11 wins, he can only have 4 losses total, and have 2 of them in the first 3 days. Just we always talk about that, right? It's not that it makes it impossible, but it makes his margin for error.
That's right.
Slim, and if you're losing matches like that, you're having some errors. Kusano got his first win there on day 3. Uda's off to a 3-0 start. A lot of fun stuff there. Shishi down at the bottom, 2-1. Shishi having a pretty good tournament.
Not doing that.
Hitoshi,
totally terribly.
who several people picked, including someone in this chat right now.
Yeah,
not me.
Hitoshi must be me.
Not doing great. 0-3 start.
I know. Shoot.
Let's see where we're looking at. We're going to look at day 4, and we'll come back over the top. Abi loses again to another Yokozuna. 4-0 and 0-4. Onosato lost. Hakuoho blew him off the line.
Nice.
You saw that one. But yeah, it was. He came up and it was Onosato. It's like it looked like he didn't remember there was a match going to happen. Hakuoho came up like he was shot out of a cannon, knocked him, and like within 3 steps, Onosato was out before he could even start a defense. So that's his first loss, knocks him out of the tie for the lead. And,
surprise, Sumo.
Yeah, and it was that kind of. You would think that if he had a stronger Tachi, that match very well could have and would have gone differently. He might not have won it. Hakuoho was looking great, but Onosato just looked like he was someone threw a surprise party for him, and it was in a sumo ring.
In a sumo ring. That's great.
Kotozakura got back in a winning way there. Kirishima goes to 4-0 on day 4. That's very good. Wakatakakage evens things out at 2-2. Who else are we looking at here? Who's doing well? Hiradomi's 3-1.
Yeah.
Wakamoto Haru 3-1. Onokatsu 3-1. Takanosho. These are all people. Ura. Although that was his first. Takanosho beat Ura to drop him to 3-1. So Shodai 3-1.
Showing up. That's wild.
Tobizaru's 3-1. So a lot of interesting things happen early in the tournament. A lot of the people we like winning.
Yeah,
Which meant the leaderboard was full of names that we get excited about.
Yeah, Tobizaru's looking good.
Day 5, what do we got starting on day 5? Onosato gets back into winning, beats Oho.
Nice.
In fact, it looked like he took out. He's angry at Haku Oho, so he took it out on Oho. Hoshoryu beat Atami Fuji pretty handily to go 5-0. Gonoyama.
Fuji is 1-4. Atami do I see that as 1-4?
1-4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And he's not looking. He wasn't looking that bad. But he wasn't winning.
Yeah.
Gonoyama, no wins. Abi, no wins. Kirishima gets his first loss to Aonishiki, who's 3-2. Now, Aonishiki at Komusubi for the first time. We always say the toughest rank in all sumo, and he's 3-2.
So he's hanging in.
Yeah, we say, or I say, so we say, because you have to agree with me.
I do, of course, always.
That, for Komusubi, if you can get 2 or 3 wins in week 1, you're sitting pretty, because you have all of your toughest matches front loaded in week 1, and week 2 is is against almost the entire week is against people who are ranked below you, which ranked towards the top of the Banzuke doesn't necessarily mean they're pushovers, but theoretically means you should be beating them. But you start with all your matches against the Yokozuna and the Ozaki and the Sekiwake, and so Aonishiki here on day 5 being 3-2,
spoiling Kirishima's day. Yeah.
Kirishima, well, again, I'm not worrying about spoilers because we're going through all this pretty quickly. Kirishima won his first 4 matches and then lost his next 4 matches. He will be 4-4 as we review where things are. So that seems to be very Kirishima these days.
Yeah.
A year and a half, 2 years ago, we wouldn't say that, but that's just kind of what his career has turned into. Takayasu still hasn't won.
Oh gosh!
Here on day 5.
No, it seems to me to be very unusual, and maybe I'm just not paying attention. But doesn't it seem like the like having 0 wins at this point in time is weird?
Well, you don't want to be 0 wins.
Clearly, you don't want to be there, but it just seems like I don't know that I see a lot of that.
But
at least I don't remember seeing it.
Takayasu is ranked at Maegashira 1 or 2 now, and he's 40 years old. He did really well last tournament, and we were talking before the tournament that he was a little overranked. And that means he's got a big, hard schedule. Again, front-loaded with tough matches.
Right.
So it's a little surprising. It's not a lot surprising. Gonoyama continues to be the guy who's got he's just so anxious. He wants to be good so bad that he's bad.
Oh, that's tough.
Over anxiousness is why he's losing 2/3 of his matches.
Ugh.
Hakuoho lost to Hiradomi. That was an interesting match. You should, if you get a chance to see it. Uda beats Kusano. Kusano 2-3. Shodai's 4-1. Daisho. Oh, Daisho. We were talking before the tournament about how we had hoped that he was going to come back and, having
Yeah.
dropped as far as he did, have one of those really strong tournaments. But that word came in that he hadn't done any practicing and he wasn't fully healthy. And he's
Oh,
really looking like it. It's not like he's hurt, but he's not strong. He's not in match shape. And
not in
so
fighting form. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's out there putting a lot of slaps out and trying to get things done. He just doesn't have, just isn't. Uh, uh, he's not in match. Yeah, he's not in match. He's not in good fighting form, and it's showing up in his record. Um, Toby Sadu goes to 3-2 with a loss to Shishi, who's also 3-2.
Okay.
Another guy who just looks like he is not long for this division is Nishikigi. 0-5
Yeah.
here, ranked near the bottom. And he and Takayumi have the similar situations of they just don't seem to be able to generate power anymore. And Nishikigi just keeps getting, even if he makes a good tachi, which most of the time he doesn't, he just can't get going forward, and the minute someone gets him moving backwards, he can't stop, and he's just off out of the ring. If he's lucky, they don't throw him over the edge of the the clay. It's where he has to make the big jump down. And Hitoshi gets his first win there over Nishikigi. That's his first win. So as it go to day 6, what do we see on day 6? We see Hoshoryu beats Oho. Onosato beats Atami Fuji. Kirishima, let's say, continues to lose. Tamawashi notches a win there. Aonishiki goes up to 4-2. Abi's 0-6. Takayasu's 0-6. Yeah, not looking really good for those. Gonoyama 0-6. 0-6. Uda's 5-1. Churanomi's 5-1. Shodai 5-1. Shodai.
There he is. I mean,
What the heck? Crazy man. He's a crazy man. Shishi gets a win to go in 4-2. It's looking good. Day 7, which was Friday, or no, day 7 was Saturday. Onosato beats luckless Gonoyama. Hoshoryu beats Hiradomi, which was interesting. Hiradomi got the grip that he likes to get, kind of low inside frontal grip, which didn't look good for Hoshoryu. And then Hoshoryu just decided, you know what, I'm just going to beat him up, and did. So, on the one hand, good for him. On the other, little not good that Hiradomi was able to get that grip on him. Kotozakura loses for a second time. It's funny you hear some of the English announcers talking about Kotozakura early in the week saying, "Oh, look, he looks like he's finally back. He's doing okay. He's doing what we kind of expect. He's not going to go for the yusho, but he's looking like he's pulling things back together." And then he starts making mistakes. Like this loss to Oho he should never have lost to Oho. This is where Haku Oho beat Kirishima and hurt his arm. So he finished like just holding it weirdly stiff at his side when he was picking up his envelopes, which was not good. Takayasu gets his first win by beating Abi, who has no wins.
Abi, what is going on?
Abi is, we talked at the beginning of the tournament that Abi was probably not going to have a great tournament, but he's having a terrible.
Terrible. Yeah.
Um, Koto Shoho, our winner from last time, who were kind of curious as we haven't been paying attention to him here. He hasn't really been doing well. We're curious as to whether that win last time was showing him stepping up to being one of the guys, right? Someone
Yeah,
who belongs up in this
that's
upper
right.
echelon group, and it's looking like no, not so much. That last time was one of those everything fell his way. He was performing at his peak. He got the breaks. He got all the breaks he needed. Um, this time, not performing at his peak and not getting all the breaks. 2-5 going out of day 7. Kim Bozon also not having a great tournament there. He got a win. He got his second win by beating, like you were saying, Mitakeumi, who's got his own problems. Let's go up here. We haven't mentioned Aonishiki. Aonishiki beat Wakataka Kage, giving him his
Yes.
third loss.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
Aonishiki's 5-2. So Aonishiki was another guy we were curious about coming in, getting that promotion all the way up to Komusubi. Was he really ready for it? He's looking really ready for it. He's going 5-2 in the first week.
Nice.
So he is very well placed to have a strong second week and finish with 11 or 12 wins, which is great for him. And he's definitely making a believer out of me.
Nice.
I didn't pick him this time because I
remember we talked about that. Yeah.
I was in that. I'm just not sure if he's there yet. So
Yeah.
I picked Wakataka Kage instead, and
Yeah.
Aonishiki is showing me. Daisho here gets only his second win. He's really is looking. He's really looking not fit for the.
And we're on day. Are we on day 8 or day
day
7?
7? This is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
day
yeah.
7 results. Shishi gets a 5th win. Tobizaru gets a 5th win.
Yeah, Shishi is surprisingly keeping
Yeah.
his
I
business
think
together.
after finding out, I could fall out of the division. I guess I better do
Yeah.
something about this.
Yeah.
Nishikigi 0-7. Not great. And then today, day 8, we had Hoshoryu beat Gonoyama. Gonoyama.
Poor guy.
Just running off the board. 8-0 and 0-8. Onosato beat Hiradomi, and also just kind of Hiradomi got a good grip, and Onosato couldn't get the grip he wanted, and so just decided, all right, well, I guess I'll just punish you, and did. Kotozakura beats Takayasu to get his 5th win. Looking good there. Kirishima, 4th loss in a row. This time to Wakamoto Haru. Kirishima, what the hell's wrong with you? Takayasu. Oh no, Takayasu beat Kotozakura. What am I talking about? Takayasu beat Kotozakura, and that's where I was talking about. They had that match, and Takayasu looked like his back was hurting him, and Kotozakura just couldn't. Got himself into a bad position, and Takayasu did this weird pivot on his heel, like axis twirl, to finish the throw without wrenching his hips or making a big full body turn. It's not great sumo, but if you're watching today's videos, keep an eye out on that one. None of the announcers were really talking about it, but I stopped and rewatched that like 4 times just to see.
Yeah.
It's a good move. Well done. Well played, Takayasu, but you look hurt.
Yeah.
Pulling
on my notes here. I just want to make sure I write this down.
Aonishiki gets his 6th win. Hakuoho comes back with his arm wrapped. Again, his arm is taped up from the elbow to the shoulder, and
Oh
he got
gosh.
in this match with Koto Shoho, and although he reached in and grabbed with his right, he wasn't doing anything with that arm. He really, it was surprising that he won because he was so exploitable, because he just was not putting pressure on anything with it. I think that he's hurt it. I think he needs to get out before he hurts it even more. I thought
Yeah.
this last time, and I think it even more this time. I know he's fought his way back up. He wants to get the wins. See now, 5-3. He wants to get 3 more wins, but that's a lot. It's a lot at this stage, given how much uh, it seems to me he must have injured that arm. Maybe I'm wrong. Right? He's tough. He's stoic. We don't know for sure, but
Right.
just watching how he was holding it, looking at how it was taped up, and what he didn't do with it today, tells me that he's hurt. He's in a lot of pain if he does anything with it, and he should get the hell out and start resting. Shodai beat Ura in a very interesting match. Ura tried a tricky move, but got himself into a bad position, and Shodai actually did the smart thing and looked good.
Well, good for him.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
he couldn't have
I
come
love
last,
that tone.
Basho?
That's my tone. Yeah, good for him.
Good for him. Literally, why couldn't he have done that last Basho?
Yeah, well,
Not that far away. It wasn't that long ago. Ay, ay, ay.
Daisho lost for the 6th time. Tobizaru got his 6th win. Mitakeumi went to 3-5. Shishi got his 6th win.
Now, Tobizaru, is this his win? Did I hear did I hear tell that somebody did a Hanka?
There were a few Hankas. Tobizaru did do a big old Hanka, and I think it was against a Jurio guy. That
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
against the young guy.
there have been a few of those. Who was it today? I think it was Asakodyu against Tochi Taikai. Jurio guy comes up and you hanka him. It seems so. Of all the times to do it, that's not it.
That's not it.
You get
Yeah.
the win. So, oh well. Guess it worked.
Guess it worked. Yeah, that's too bad.
No one's gonna remember it except us. We'll
Right.
harp on it for the next 6 months. So, having looked at all that, let's come over to the Hoshitori look, where we're looking at the Banzuke with everyone's records underneath.
Yeah.
So here, after day 8, so we're through. We're more than halfway done. We're going into the second week, and in fact, those matches start in just a couple of hours. Hoshoryu is our sole leader at 8-0.
But this is exactly what you hope to see at the top.
Yeah, he's and so we got Hoshoryu is the leader at 8-0, and there are only 3 Rikishi who are 7-1, and they are Onosato, which is great. But then the other 2 are Magashira 7 Takanosho and Shodai. Magashira 11 Shodai. So not loving that, but I think that both of them will fall away. And what we're really left with is a battle between our 2 Yokozuna.
Which is what we want. Yeah. I definitely want to see that.
So, yeah. Onosato 7-1, Hoshoryu 8-0, Kotozaku to 5-3. Looks like he's not going to have trouble getting to his Kachikoshi like he has the last few times, which would be great if he could just get that 8th win somewhere around the middle of this coming week. And then if he stumbles towards the end, he does, but he's not fighting it down to the line. Takakage is 5-3,
Ouch.
going for 11 wins. He's 5-3 with 7 matches left. He needs 6 wins.
Yeah, that doesn't give him a very good margin of error. That's
And at Sekiwake, that means he's going to be fighting. He hasn't fought the Yokozuna yet, either one of them. He hasn't fought
buddy.
Kotozakura,
Yeah.
hasn't fought the Ozeki yet. So not looking good for his Ozeki
Yikes.
promotion. And he certainly has what it takes to beat any of them, but to run the table on all of them seems pretty unlikely.
Waka.
So it's looking like we won't have a second Yokozuna or Ozeki for a while yet, which is a shame.
Yeah, that's too bad.
However, we do have Kirishima's 4-4. He's clearly not he had been in a position to do it. He's not going to do it again. But there's this young kid Aonishiki
Yeah.
coming in at 6-2 here, seems poised to have a good 10 or 11 wins, which puts him at the start of an Ozeki run.
Nice.
Right? You've got to do them while ranked in the Sanyaku, so his previous tournaments don't count. But if he finishes strong like this and he gets 11, maybe 12 wins, and because I say his second week is going to be easier. He's fought. Let's just have a look here. He has already fought Onosato and Kotozakura. He hasn't fought Hoshoryu yet.
Yeah.
But he fought Kirishima. So he's fought everyone except Hoshoryu, who's above him. And Takayasu is the other Komusubi. So all he has left is Hoshoryu and a bunch of Maegashira opponents. Maegashira
Yeah.
opponents.
It looks pretty promising. I do want to talk. I mean, I think we're ready or there yet. Quite. Nakamoto Haru. Jeez, Louise. Every time I pick one of the Wakas, the other one does well.
Yeah, the Wakas don't. Yeah, that's right. It's like they're teasing us.
They absolutely are just swapping spots. Yeah.
Abi is 0-8. Tamawashi's 3-5. Hakuoho's 5-3. We've been talking about him a bunch already, but man, I really want to see him go Kyujo.
Yeah.
So I hope he gets his 8th win real fast and can get out of here. Atami Fuji 2-6, not doing good. Gono Yama 0-8. Hitodomi's 4-4. Wakamoto Haru 6-2, surprisingly. Koto Shoho and Ichi Yamamoto both 2-6.
Yeah.
That's a good. Kusano's managed to pull even at 4-4. Takanosho's there among the leaders. Kim Bozan has managed to get his 3rd win, which is good. Buddha's 6-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Better than M8. Yeah, he could have a very strong second week and finish with the possibly double-digit wins. Daisho 2-6. That's no good.
Yeah, Daisho.
Gotta hope he needs to, but he does. He needs to land a couple more wins to guarantee that he won't drop out of the top division. Like if he just does terrible, and only gets like one more win, he might drop down at a 3-12. Might drop him down to Churio there from Maegashira 10. So he needs to get a couple more wins under his belt, but 2 or 3 wins ought to do it. And I think against this level of opponent, there are 2 or 3 more wins in it for him. There's Shodai at 7-1.
Jeez, I'm just
Tobizaru
Just
6-2.
look at that. I'm pretty stoked about that. I mean, I love Tobizaru. It's
Yeah.
great to see him.
Shishi
Right.
6-2. Hitoshi has managed to pull even at 4-4. So after that miserable beginning, he's
Come on,
gotten some wins
Hitoshi.
under his Mawashi.
And Shishi,
And Shishi there at 6-2. 6-2 for the
proving that
Ukrainian.
he does not deserve the very last spot that they made for him.
Well, he's saying thank you very much. I
Yes, I needed
appreciate it.
that leg up. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's how things look as we head into week 2.
It's exciting. I mean, we've got a lot of things to watch, a lot of people to root for, and other
Yeah.
people to sort of root. I don't really like rooting against anyone, but Shodai sometimes makes it less.
Knock it off, Shodai.
Shodai just all right already.
We'll come back up here and look at the top. So, like we were saying before, this Onosato and Hoshoryu
Yeah,
are. We're hoping that they both keep it up,
yeah,
and that it would be great if. I mean, it'd be great for Hoshoryu if he can keep this undefeated thing going, and
I
not
think so
slip up
too.
at
Yeah,
all,
yeah,
and go into Sunday because Onosato and Hoshoryu will fight on Senshudaku on the final day.
yeah,
And if they go into their Sunday match with Hoshoryu being 14-0 and Onosato being 13-1, that way if Hoshoryu wins, he wins the tournament and he wins with the Zensho Yusho, which
yeah.
would be great. And if Onosato wins, then they're tied and there'll be a playoff and it'll be super exciting.
Nice. Well, I'm really truly hoping Hoshoryu. It would be great to see that happen. I would love that for him. I think it is about time that he landed on the other side of this discussion,
Well,
which
I
is
mean,
he's there and he's doing it.
but the thing is, he's kind of living up to what we've been saying over the whole. Our big hope is that he finishes this tournament strong, and that next tournament he can show us something. He can show us this again. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Even doing it once is not enough. It's just not
right.
enough because the word on him has been right about once a year he has a really good tournament. All right, if this is that, then that's one thing. But if this
Yeah,
is him stepping up to no, now I'm a Yokozuna, I'm going to be doing this every tournament. Well, that is great news for sumo fans everywhere.
agreed.
And maybe Kotozakura can learn a lesson from him.
Get
Oh my
good.
God, where are we going to get another Ozeki? Oh, it's really, really beginning to feel like Alanishki is the best bet we have.
Yeah,
And this is his first tournament. Just the same things we were talking about everyone else. Right? It's his first tournament at this level. We don't know if he's going to be able to do this every time.
yeah. So now, if he's on his road to the top, then he's got how many more Basho before he's accepted or before he is eligible for promotion?
Well, if he gets 11 wins, 10 or 11 wins this time, he'll technically be at the start of a run, right? Because you
Yeah,
got to do it over the course of 3 tournaments.
3
So
tournaments. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
if
Yeah,
he can get 10 or 11 wins this time, and then 10, 11, or somewhere along the lines, if he only gets 10, somewhere along the lines, he's probably going to have to get 12, which is
yeah.
a pretty big ask. But I don't know, he really is looking good.
Well, maybe he and Shodai can practice together and get ready and and complete the run together.
Yeah. So yeah, if he finishes his week 2 and comes in with double digit wins, then we'll start looking at November. The question will be, can he do it again? Because if
Right.
so, then in January he might be able to earn an Ozeki promotion. So the quickest he could become an Ozeki is March of next year.
Now, has there ever been a moment or a time when somebody has demonstrated and they have done what they needed to do, they showed great, and that they weren't promoted?
And they weren't promoted?
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. So I've talked about the Sumo Spiffy
yeah,
show.
yeah,
He did a really good episode about 5 months ago or so about what it takes to be promoted to Ozeki. He
yeah.
loves running the numbers. It's one of the reasons why I think that you would like a lot of his stuff. He loves to dig deep into the numbers and prepare charts and show you
Oh yeah, yeah. I
how
love a
things
chart.
went. So he did a whole thing about whether you have to get 31 wins to get promoted, and are you automatically promoted, and what are the situations. So let's say that's one of the things for Wakataka Kage. There have been several situations where someone with only 32 or even 31 wins has gotten promoted, but they've had to have beaten uh, maybe a yusho is involved in there, or a jun yusho, a second place finish, and a bunch of wins over Ozeki or Yokozuna. So right now, if Wakataka Kage, it's still possible he'll get the 11 wins. And if he does that, he'll have to beat two of the three uh, among our up our champion levels, right? In order to get 11 wins, he's got to get 2 wins out of his
Yeah,
matches with Onosato, Hoshoryu, and Kotozakura. So if he does that, right, he will hit the 33, and he'll have 2 wins over champion level guys, and so he'll get the promotion. Alternatively, if he only gets 10 wins here, but he does get 2 wins against those three guys, he still might get that promotion because it shows a lot to who you get your wins over. Um, it it's bad form for the number of losses he's gotten against undeserving people this week, but let's say if he gets 10 wins, which will get him to 32 over the course of three, and he notches wins over two of the Yokozuna and Ozeki this tournament, I think they'll give it to him. If for no other reason that again they are dying to get a second Ozeki
yeah.
promoted. So there you go.
Very cool. I mean, there's a lot. What I love reading on our, we love going over to the Reddit, our sumo, and it's interesting how many people are, and it blows my mind. I just don't get how many people are just so pro Shodai. Like, I don't know like, are they related? Are they like, what is happening here? I
I think
just,
there's a lot of things. One is Shodai looks like what you want a Rikshi to look like. He's got the body. He's got the body type. He's got that kind of face.
you think?
And uh, if you come in, we we grow real attachments to people. Like when he
Yeah,
came in
true.
and made that Ozeki, a lot of people uh, just became huge Shodai fans at that time, and they're not giving up on it.
Yeah, no, they really are. They are. I mean, and I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum, but Shodai has yucked my yum about 100 times now. Uh,
Well, I think you're kind of the opposite in that you came in right as Shodai was stumbling,
yeah,
and you hooked into him in part just to be a stinker,
yes, that's exactly right. I was being a stinker. Yeah,
but it didn't matter. You had an attachment, and he didn't show up for you at all.
he
So
did not.
you
No,
are you're wounded. You're the
I am.
wounded
I am
lover.
wounded. I am. Yeah, I've been hurt before. I'm being hurt again. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it just cracks me up though, and that it does. It makes it. There are less people being as harsh as I think Shodai deserves, I
Yeah.
guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But there you go.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Yeah.
All right. Well, then what it's probably time for?
I think that it is probably time for, if I'm hearing you correctly, then it must be
Time for.
Fantasy Oyakata.
That's right. It's that time. Time for us to look and see how things are going in our Fantasy Oyakata game this time around. We have 10 players.
Yeah.
10
Thank you to
players.
everybody who's signed up.
So we've got a best possible score of 34 points. Best possible score, 34 points. And that would be if you had picked Hoshoryu and Aonishiki and Wakamoto Haru,
Boo.
not Wakataka Kage, Wakamoto Haru, and Takanosho and Shodai.
None of these are looking like people I picked.
Well. So let's see what we're doing here. Down at the starting on our entry, I'm gonna say the bottom that seems mean is Tetsuorashi. 20 points. He had Onosato, which is a good choice. Wakataka Kage, like a lot of us. Abi, that's killing him there. 0-8 for Abi. Daisho, which I think I gave him some guff for when we talked about it.
Yeah.
But Tobizaru, good picture.
Nice.
Good pick there. Next up, I don't remember how many people are tied anymore, so I'm just gonna. Utabeya, 21 points, with an Onosato and a Wakataka Kage.
Okay.
And a Koto Shoho, which I mocked them for, and a Kusuno, which a lot of us got burned. That's dragging a lot of people down. Kusuno is 4-4.
Yeah.
And Asakodyu, who's not having a great tournament. So 21 points there. Next up, we have also at 21 points, Sumo Fist.
Nice.
Sumo Fist. Who picked Kotozakura, which is not great, not terrible, but certainly the other two choices in the champion level were better. But did pick Aonishiki, which is terrific. That's a choice there. Atami Fuji not doing him any favors. Kusuno not doing anyone any favors, and Hitoshi not doing really any favors across the board.
Drat.
Next up, you're recognizing some of those names, aren't you?
I sure am.
Because next up is Masutarida.
Oh.
At 21 points. Our
champion,
our champion for the last two times around.
Our presumed champion for this time around. Yeah.
Onosato,
it's Wakataka Kage.
Hakuoho, who is doing all right, but again, I'll tell you, I also have Hakuoho on my list, and I think that I'm going to pay for that. I hope that he pulls out, and I don't think he's going to have a strong week too. But then Daisho,
ouch,
and Meisei also not having a good week. So Masutada looking like here at the halfway point, it's a long shot for him to three-peat.
Yeah. Well, given our luck.
Yeah. So all three of those are tied for 21. And then Troy, 1 point up, 22. You're ahead of Masutarida.
I didn't see that coming, but
your Onosato, and your Wakataka Kage, and you picked Koto Shoho. Koto Shoho was, but that upper Maegashira was a tough. We talked about it. It was
we did.
The layer that was the hardest nut to crack.
Yep.
Like who we were so. Wakamoto Haru burned us the last.
Yes, absolutely, and the time before that. Yeah. No, but look at him now.
And then Kusuno.
And
So that's where the playa Heya is standing. Above that, we've got
V. Okay.
VW, they, with Onosato and Aonishiki, and Wakamoto Haru. Did pick Wakamoto Haru. Very good. Good
Nice.
pick. Kusano
Oh,
and Mitakeumi, who's
neither one of them doing any big.
next up, we've got Lemon with also with
Hey,
26 points.
and this is other lemon.
This is other lemon. This is neither one of our
Nice.
usual lemons. This is our new lemon.
A new lemon. Nice.
Onosato, Aonishiki, Atami, Fuji. There's
Oh boy.
Kusano, and but a Shodai. Pick Shodai.
Nicely done. Yeah. I know we gave you,
I
we gave
gave
you some
Lemon some
business.
grief last time. Lemon,
Yeah.
good choice. Well done.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
All right, it's 26 points. Next up, we've got Jace with 27 points. Jace.
Oh, nice.
Shinsei Sakura with Onosato Kirishima. Kirishima.
Yeah.
There's your little shaky there. Tamawashi, not great. But Takanosho, a surprise. Surprisingly good choice. I wasn't so sure about that. And Shishi.
Wow. Okay.
True.
I do remember us talking about Shishi and questioning the choice, but yeah, it's great.
All right. So then in second place currently
Oh,
is me.
Stanyo.
28 points. With Onosato and Wakataka Kage and Hakuoho. That's gonna kill me. Hakuoho is gonna Kusano and Tobizaru. Pretty good choice there, Tobizaru.
Really good choice with Tobizaru. I felt a little guilty that I didn't pick my own guy, but you know.
But then in the top spot, we've got a brand new guy who also has been leaving a lot of questions on the Sumo Show Facebook group.
Nice.
One of our newer visitors, and that is Skidmore.
Jack.
Interrobang.
Yeah. Nice. Yes, I do remember. Yes, I remember interacting with Jack after we welcomed them to the group, and that's great to have someone engaged over on our Facebook group.
Yeah. So you see, we've got the same numbers, but he ranks above me by our scoring method, and that I got my 28th point due to the fact that Hakuoho. Ooh, who got Hakuoho? Who's this? Masutari. Oh, Masutari is going to be tied with you. I didn't give him. Hakuoho gets an extra point because he got a gold star. He's the one that beat Onosato. So, yeah, sorry, Troy. You're tied with Masutari.
Well, that's okay. No, I think it's good to be tied with a champion like Matsutani.
So I got a special point, which bumped me up to 28. And in our rankings for this, the formula is first total score.
Yeah.
And then after total score, how many wins you have. So he's got one more win than I do. So he's above me. And then third is how few losses you have, which is one of those weird situations where, like, if Hakuoho drops out and I still tie numerically in the total, I'll have a better score because I will have fewer losses.
Yeah.
So that can theoretically work in my favor, except for the fact that I need the wins.
Right.
But yes, Jackie Skidmore and Terabang is our leader. And
congratulations, Jackie.
I'm in second place with Shinsei Sakura in third.
Nice.
Here at the midway point, we're finished the middle day, and that's where things stand. 1 week to go.
Yeah, that's where things stand. I got to say, I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at. I think that anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything
but it's
from
funny. You look at these, who's chosen what? Like, it's people who picked Aonishiki seem to be in a very strong spot. Like my Wakataka
Yeah.
Kage, I would feel much better if, besides just a 1 point difference, I'd feel better if I had Aonishiki right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's big. Then these upper Maegashira is going to continue to be the
Tumultuous. Yeah.
weird cipher. Who's going to do well in week 2 and get whoever gets the most points here has a very good chance of pulling it out if they've made even conservatively good choices in the other departments. And so that Vei's choice of Wakamoto Haru is
Yeah.
that's
Prescient.
big. Well,
Looking at Kusano, I'm wondering, are you aware of his performance in Jurio?
he did great in Jurio.
Okay.
He he won 2 tournaments in a row. That's why he came up and we were so hot on him. He hit the top division and continued to do really well.
And that's his okay. Interesting. I'm just curious if we have a track record for him. Is he someone who does this, takes a dip, and then goes, then
No, I
wins
mean
every match?
this really is about him hitting the highest. He's at the highest he's ever
He's
been
at the
ranked.
ceiling.
So
Yeah.
we were we, everyone who picked him was betting on, well, this isn't his top spot. He's going to keep going up.
Right.
And well, maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey.
And then Shishi and Shodai and Tobizaru.
Got a rogues gallery of people here. None of them that I would have picked, but
We got but I think there are. I think, as we said at the beginning, there are a lot of good choices here in the lower Maegashira setting. So,
yeah,
I think that any of those 3 and a few Shonan Naomi could continue to do a little better. So there's lots of points to be gotten there. It's these upper and middle Maegashira.
I'm tweaked that everybody that I didn't pick, everyone that I picked last Basho is suddenly revving their engines and ready to go.
And then you'll pick them next Basho and they'll stall out.
No, yeah. Which just goes to show you, maybe in the future, my strategy will be the opposite of what I want to do.
Right. Who do I look at and say, no, absolutely not? That's who I should pick.
That's the one who's the yes, right. Yep.
There was there's a movie called Let It Ride.
Yeah.
With Richard Dreyfuss about horse racing, gambling on horse racing. And he's having the movie's about him having a great day. He just keeps winning. He's a perennial loser, and he's having the day of his life. And he gets to the point at one point where he's trying to figure out who to bet in a race, and they show him going around and just asking everyone, who do you pick in this race? Who do you think? And everyone's giving him answers and saying why. Oh, this horse has got this, and he runs great after the day after it rains, and blah blah blah. And someone tells him that he should pick, he crosses him off the list. He's down to 1, and he bets on that horse, and it wins.
Nice. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much what I need to do for the next one. But yeah, we're in the middle still, so it's there's still remains to be seen.
We are 8 days in, and we got a nice tight, kind of like the main tournament. We got a nice tight race here going on.
Yeah.
No one's running away with it. A lot of people have a good shot at it.
And some really good sumo and opportunities for just a blockbuster wrap of this Basho. It's really it's really exciting.
So what do I want to do? I want to grab my iPad here and switch this over once again to there and look at so let's turn off the results. Turn off the results. There's no results yet, but just in case anything comes in while we're talking.
Yeah.
I'm going to replace this with this. We will say this is who everyone is fighting today. These are
There we
today's
go.
matches. So Ono Sato is fighting Wakamoto Haru in the Musubi no Ichiban, the final match of the day. Hoshoryu is fighting Koto Shoho, Kotozakura and Atami Fuji, Wakataka Kage and Kirishima. There we go. There's a big one. Kirishima, of course, at 4-4 needs to turn it around.
Yeah.
Wakataka Kage at 5-3 needs to keep winning.
Yeah.
So I picked that as one of our big matches to watch.
No, is my math right? He got one.
He can only lose one more.
Yeah.
To get his 11 wins.
Yeah, that's tight.
So yeah, if I'm going to pick day 9 matches to watch, that's one of my top ones. Next we got Takayasu and Hakuoho, both of whom are the walking wounded.
Yeah.
That's a match I hope doesn't happen. They should both go home. Go home and rest up. Aonishiki gets winless Abi.
I mean, maybe Abi's mad at this point and decides to rev his engine, but
I'm wondering if we're about to see Abi pull one of his gigantic Hankas.
Yeah. About that time.
That's what I'm. If I was gonna bet on anything in that match, I might put a few yen down on Abi pulling a Hanka against Aonishiki. But on the other hand, I'm not sure that means that he'd win. Aonishiki seems to be really good at keeping himself under control.
Right. Not falling for the bait.
Ichiyama Moto and Gonoyama, another match of people who are not doing well. Kusuno's fighting Kim Bozan. That should be an interesting match. If Kusuno can get a good tachi.
Come on, Kusuno.
Uda and Daisho. Get Uda back on a winning way, I think. Tobizaru and Shodai.
I want to see that. I've got to see it.
Tobizaru and Shodai. There's another one of our matches of the day.
That's a good one, right? I mean, are they both at the same? Are they both
tied? Yeah.
Yes.
They're both 5-2.
It's a battle between good and
6-2
and middling.
Shishi is going against Asakoryu. Yeah.
Huh.
So interesting times. Meanwhile, down in Juryo, Asanoyama is back.
Okay.
Former Ozeki Asanoyama, who's fighting his way back from demotion and injury, and is finally back in Juryo, is among those who are tied for second place. He is 6-2 so far, and is pushing for. I thought he was looking really good. I thought he was going to come up and actually be pretty dominant. I mean, he's in the mix. He's not like he's not doing it, but his 2 matches that he's lost were made him look not dominant.
I see.
But that's what we got for a day 9 coming up in just a couple of hours on
exciting
on video channels near you.
Right. Yes.
Kintamiyama has been posting his videos. I've been posting them on my daily reports, but he is not keeping them up more than 24 hours.
Right. So, nope, he doesn't.
And as it always does, NHK has fallen behind over the weekend.
Yes.
Updating their sumo shows onto YouTube. They should catch up on Monday or Tuesday, and I will link those like I've been doing in the comments below each day's matches, so you should be able to go back.
That's right. And so to do that, friends, you're going to want to head over to our Facebook group. That's facebook.com/groups/the Sumo Show. And, Stan's there curating.
Did we just lose you? Your audio is gone. We may have lost Troy's audio entirely. It seems like he's still here, but he's not saying anything. Yes, each day I make a post there, give a little thought, little look back at what happened yesterday, some thoughts of how things are going, and then in the comments below, I link to the video that I've been watching, and I make sure I update it as soon as NHK makes their day. They do a daily roundup, half-hour roundup show, and they post it to YouTube a 24 hours after they finish airing it on their NHK channel. Troy has now gone entirely. Okay, so I don't know where he is on the road, but apparently they don't have good internet there. Yes, so that's what we got going on. I will continue to make those posts each day, and if you have questions, please post them. We've had a few very good questions. You know, it's good to read the messages there. There have been some interesting questions that I haven't been asked before. Some of which I knew the answer and was glad to immediately show my knowledge, and then others questions that were very good questions that I either had to look up or just make a guess at, because the fact of the matter is I don't know everything. I know a lot. I don't know it all. So yeah, tune in there. If you have any questions, post yours. I'm happy to share the knowledge. That's what this is all about. In an absence of Troy, I'm going to give him another minute or two to see if he pops back on. But if not, we will be back again next Sunday on Senshuraku on the final day after the tournament's all over. So the next time you see us, we will be reporting on how week 2 went and how the second week of the Fantasy Oyakata game went, and we'll be announcing winners both for the yusho and for our fantasy yusho, and it'll be a lot of fun. I hope that you can join us. Troy not being here, we're not going to have any drums, so I'm just going to do my outro here. Sans drums. You have been listening to The Sumo Show, a live podcast about the art and sport of sumo. Your hosts tonight have been Stan Brown and Troy Hewitt. Production by Troy Hewitt, with a little help from Stan Brown. Sommeliering by Stan Brown. And, oh, let me get here. There we go. Yes, pull that up. And initial charge by Tachiai Troy, though he apparently stepped out of the ring too early. So until next Sunday, I say to you, Ja matane! Bye!